Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary rocker, has recently opened up about his battle with Parkinson's disease, and it's clear this diagnosis has hit him hard. What could have caused a rock icon to face such a life-altering illness? Join us as we reveal his heartbreaking Parkinson's diagnosis. Ozzy Osbourne, the famous rock star with a strong personality and music career, has talked about his current health issues. He revealed that he is dealing with the effects of Parkinson's disease, which is greatly affecting his everyday life. To better handle the situation, both Ozzy and his wife Sharon have made significant adjustments. Ozzy rose to fame in the 1970s as the main vocalist of the heavy metal group Black Sabbath. In the early 2000s, he gained a different type of popularity by appearing in the reality show The Osbournes. The series allowed viewers to see into his personal life with his wife Sharon and their kids Kelly and Jack. It became a hit and made the family well known to many people. In 2019, Ozzy received the diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, a condition that impacts how he moves and stays balanced. He revealed this information to the public at the beginning of 2020. Since then, his overall health has been declining gradually, and he currently requires assistance for various daily activities. Recent reports have stated that Ozzy needs help all the time because of his condition. Sharon, his wife, is doing a lot to help him. They are working on moving back to Britain and getting their home ready for the move. Sharon has put in a lot of effort to make their home more cozy and secure for Ozzy. She built an additional section to the house, renovated the bedrooms, and installed a lift to help him get around smoothly. Additionally, she made a tranquil fishing lake on their property for Ozzy to relax by. Ozzy talked about the alterations, mentioning that he invested a significant amount of money in the renovations. He noted that the new addition is the same size as the house. Despite the house now being bigger, he humorously commented that they will likely continue to hang out in the kitchen, like they usually do. He mentioned that the weather in Britain will be unlike what he's accustomed to in Los Angeles. Having lived in a warm environment for a long time, he noted that he will have to consistently have fires burning to keep warm in the chilly British weather. Ozzy and Sharon talked about whether moving back to Britain was a good idea, but making a deal with the BBC for a new 10-part series helped them make up their minds. The show will probably show their journey and give fans a new glimpse into their lives. Ozzy, who is now 76 years old, was last spotted in Los Angeles with Sharon in September. Lately, he has been seen using a cane or wheelchair, depending on how he feels. Despite his difficulties, he still goes out with his wife and stays active in public life. Sharon is also dealing with health problems. She shared in November that she lost over 40 pounds by taking the medication Ozempic. Although she was pleased with the initial results, her friends say she stopped using the medication. Even after stopping, she has struggled to gain back the lost weight. People who know her well have expressed concern about her recent weight loss, noting that it may not be good for her health. They are worried about the potential negative impacts on her body and fear for her well-being if the current situation persists. Despite facing challenges, Ozzy and Sharon remain determined to persevere. While they journeyed together, Sharon faced her own challenges too. What could it be about? A love that keeps holding on. Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne have been married for over 40 years. Despite facing challenges throughout their relationship, their love for each other has remained strong. Currently, they are dealing with a difficult situation as Ozzy is battling Parkinson's disease. This diagnosis has had a significant impact on their lives. In a sincere and emotional conversation, Sharon discussed the challenges she's faced since Ozzy's diagnosis. She poured out her feelings, mentioning how seeing him in pain breaks her heart. Watching the person she loves suffer deeply hurts her. There are times when she catches him unaware, sitting quietly, and it brings tears to her eyes. These personal moments reveal the depth of her affection for him. Ozzy has also talked about his sickness a couple of years back. He mentioned that it has been very tough, not only for him, but also for his entire family. Everything suddenly changed. Life became completely different. Everyday tasks became difficult. The energetic man who used to perform on stage for hours now has to take it easy. It's challenging for him to come to terms with this, and Sharon finds it especially tough to witness. In recent years, the couple has experienced a lot of changes. Sharon had to leave her job on The Talk, which she didn't want to do, but she put her family first. Seeing Ozzy struggle daily made it clear she needs to support him more. She recalled how lively he used to be, always energetic and performing with excitement. That energetic version of Ozzy has faded over time. Ozzy has talked about his feelings living in the United States. He expressed his concerns about the violence in the country during an interview. He is troubled by the frequent shootings and the increasing sense of danger. After much reflection, Ozzy and Sharon made a significant choice. They chose to leave their house in California and go back to England. Ozzy stated that he does not want to live in America for the rest of his life. England is where he feels a stronger bond and wants to return. Their bond has remained strong throughout everything Sharon and Ozzy have been through. They have supported each other through thick and thin, not only as husband and wife, but also as best friends. Together, they have 3 children, Amy, Kelly, and Jack, while Ozzy also has 2 children, Louis and Jessica, from a previous marriage. Even though life has become challenging, their love story persists. It is characterized by resilience, devotion, and profound affection. This period may be challenging, but they are facing it together, just like they always do. Now, let's look at the impact this made in his career. A rock legend's return amid struggle. Ozzy Osbourne has led a life filled with music, chaos, and important achievements. The iconic rock star has been entertaining fans worldwide for many years, but now, his journey is changing. Just under a year ago, Ozzy opened up in an emotional interview about his declining health, confessing a fear fans had long held. He was struggling to stand up properly. Since then, worries about the famous musician have increased, particularly following the announcement that Black Sabbath will soon be performing their last concert. Black Sabbath's final performance announcement caused a lot of excitement in the music industry. Fans were thrilled to hear that the original members of the band would be reuniting for one last show. Ozzy, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward will be playing in Birmingham, where it all started. The concert is scheduled for July 5 and is expected to be a memorable event. For Ozzy, this isn't just any show, it's a dream that seems increasingly out of reach. Ozzy's health has been widely discussed for many years. The musician has had various health issues, including Parkinson's disease and several surgeries. In the last 5 years alone, he has had 7 surgeries. One of these surgeries took place in September 2023, adding to a series of procedures that have caused him pain and balance problems. Despite fans only finding out about his Parkinson's diagnosis in 2020, Ozzy has been living with the condition since 2003. However, the main factor affecting his health was not Parkinson's disease, as mentioned by Ozzy himself. In 2019, a serious fall worsened his health issues by causing the metal rods in his back, which were implanted after a quad bike accident in 2003, to shift out of place. Consequently, he had to undergo more surgeries, one of which had serious complications. Following the second surgery, his mobility was severely impaired, making it almost impossible for him to walk. The fourth surgery did not improve his condition either, as doctors discovered a tumor in one of his vertebrae, leading to more pain after its removal. In March 2024, Ozzy talked to Rolling Stone in an interview about how he missed performing on stage. When questioned about making a comeback, he expressed his desire to do so, but mentioned that he was physically unable to stand up straight. Despite this, he remained hopeful that he might return one day, even if it was just for one last performance. He believed that putting on one show to express his gratitude to his fans would be extremely meaningful to him. This is the ambition that he has been clinging on to. However, achieving this dream is not easy. Ozzy's health problems have greatly impacted his daily life. He has been unable to walk correctly since 2019, and each surgery has brought more problems. Although he has joked about being almost dead, the truth is that he has faced unimaginable hardships. Many people mistakenly attribute his issues to Parkinson's disease, when in fact, it was a surgery following a fall that has caused his current struggles. Sharon, Ozzy's wife, has been there for him every step of the way during his difficult journey. She has been candid about how tough it has been to witness his suffering. The last 5 years have been full of sadness for her. It has been hard for her to see him in pain and unable to do what he loves. Even though Ozzy hasn't lost his sense of humor, Sharon can see how much this has affected him. She mentioned how unusual it has been to have him at home for such a long time, especially since he has always been busy working, performing, and touring. Sharon and Ozzy had originally intended to move back to the UK together, but his health issues caused delays. Every time they were about to leave, something came up that made them stay. Sharon expressed her frustration with the situation in a July 2023 episode of The Osbournes. Eventually, they were able to relocate in November 2023, over a year after initially deciding to move in August 2022. Ozzy's health issues led to him having to cancel his 2023 tour, which was very difficult for him. He was eager to give his fans a proper farewell. Unfortunately, canceling the tour meant he missed the opportunity to express his gratitude to his fans for their love and support over the years. This disappointment affected him deeply, and he has expressed his desire to do one final show as a way to thank the people who have influenced his life and career. Ozzy recently discussed an argument he had with his wife Sharon in a heartfelt interview. He made a joke about smoking weed again, which did not make Sharon happy. However, Ozzy defended himself by saying he only has about 10 years left to live, so he wants to make the most of his time. This shows that he is very conscious of his mortality. He feels like time is passing quickly, and he is trying his best to cherish the important moments. As the Black Sabbath reunion date approaches, fans have mixed feelings of excitement and worry. Many fans express their concerns on social media, questioning if Ozzy will be able to perform after all he has been through. Some fans recalled his difficulties speaking at a recent event, while others are unsure how the band will be able to perform given Ozzy's fragile health. Fans are feeling uncertain, but they are also optimistic. They are hopeful that Ozzy will perform on stage one last time, even if it's only for a few minutes. The idea of seeing the original Black Sabbath reunite, even for a short time, is special. It would be a significant moment for both the fans and Ozzy. The concert in Birmingham is very meaningful. It represents more than just a show, but symbolizes all the challenges Ozzy has overcome. From surgeries to recovery, every struggle has led to this moment. He is clinging to hope, determined to make this dream a reality. Regardless of the outcome, Ozzy's legacy is already imprinted in the hearts of many people. He has provided the world with many years of memorable music. He has influenced many artists over the years. Despite facing difficult challenges that most of us cannot comprehend, he continues to think about his fans. Even now, as he confronts a tough time in his life, Ozzy still wants to express gratitude to his fans and create one final lasting memory for them. Sharon Osbourne and Jeremy Paxman open up about Parkinson's. In a touching ITV documentary called Paxman Dealing with Parkinson's, TV host Jeremy Paxman discusses a topic that is important to both him and Sharon Osbourne. The documentary shows Jeremy reflecting on his life after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Jeremy, who is 72 years old, talks about the last 18 months since he found out about his diagnosis and how his life has changed as a result. Jeremy meets with famous individuals in the documentary who have been affected by the same condition. A particularly moving moment in the film is when Sharon Osbourne discusses her husband, Ozzy Osbourne's battle with Parkinson's. Sharon speaks openly and emotionally about the challenges and emotions involved in caring for a loved one with a serious illness. Ozzy, aged 73. 3. first announced in January 2022 that he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2003. Since then, he has been dealing with the illness privately, with Sharon updating fans on his condition. She tells Jeremy that she finds it tough, but believes Ozzy has it even harder. Sharon opens up about the impact of discovering a loved one has Parkinson's, describing life coming to a halt. She expresses strong emotions, especially when talking about observing Ozzy quietly and crying when he is unaware. Her words reveal the deep affection she has for him, as well as the pain of witnessing someone you care for endure such a difficult ordeal. Despite facing difficulties, Sharon is able to find glimpses of positivity and optimism. She explains to Jeremy that there have been silver linings in this challenging experience. One positive outcome is that the illness has brought her family closer together. They now enjoy more quality time with each other, and Sharon's love for her husband has deepened since 3 years ago. Her emotions convey a mix of sorrow and comfort, demonstrating how love can thrive even in tough circumstances. She also discusses how Ozzy is putting in a lot of effort in his rehabilitation. He is working hard during his physiotherapy sessions, indicating that he is determined. When Jeremy inquires about times when Ozzy may have seemed intoxicated, Sharon acknowledges his past struggles with dose and alcohol. However, she mentions that things have changed now. She explains that he has found benefits from using CBD, which helps him to unwind and improve his sleep quality. In a different part of the movie, Jeremy talks about how he found out he had Parkinson's disease. His doctor saw something strange about him while watching him on TV hosting University Challenge. After that, Jeremy fell down while walking his dog, which led to the diagnosis. The doctor said Jeremy had a specific expression on his face known as the Parkinson's mask, which is a common sign of the illness. This moment changed things for Jeremy, and ever since then, he has been figuring out how to live with Parkinson's. The documentary doesn't just talk about individuals' experiences. Jeremy also interviews leading scientists and medical professionals to delve deeper into the condition. He seeks to uncover the root causes, available treatments, and potential advancements in treating it. One of the individuals he interviews is actress Jane Asher, who also holds the position of president at Parkinson's UK. Their discussion helps dispel common misconceptions about the illness and provides viewers with a more accurate depiction of what it's truly like to cope with it. Jeremy's journey in the film is marked by instances of honesty, bravery, and compassion. When Jeremy and Sharon share details about their personal experiences, it adds depth to the documentary, making it both educational and emotionally moving. Their narratives highlight how Parkinson's disease impacts not only the individual, but also their loved ones, reshaping everyday routines and relationships for everyone involved. Paxman. Dealing with Parkinson's is not just a movie about a disease. It's a tale of love, resilience, and companionship. It shows that despite the difficulties that come with Parkinson's, it can also bring people closer. The documentary, with heartfelt moments and genuine discussions, keeps viewers engaged throughout. It will be shown on ITV at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, October 4, and provides a touching glimpse into the lives of those affected by Parkinson's and the individuals who support them daily. What could have been the cause of this illness, and what gender is control in? A gentle look into the journey. More than 1 million Americans have Parkinson's disease, PD, and approximately 60,000 new cases are diagnosed each year. Some are shocked to find out that Parkinson's is the second most prevalent degenerative neurological disorder following Alzheimer's disease. The disease gradually impacts a person's movement, speech, and emotions. Ozzy Osbourne, a well-known public figure, recently revealed his Parkinson's diagnosis. He disclosed his condition to the public after discovering it in February. Due to his diagnosis, he had to delay his 2020 tour, which he planned to resume in October. Dr. Shaheen Lakan, a neurologist and the Vice President of Research and Development at the Learning Corp, has been working with Parkinson's patients for many years. Although he has not personally treated Osbourne, Dr. Lacan has observed that Ozzy displays several common symptoms of Parkinson's, such as a slow and shuffling walk, tremors, stiffness, and changes in his voice. These symptoms can pose extra challenges for someone like Osbourne, who sings and performs on stage. A rigid body can make movement more difficult, and vocal changes can impact singing ability. People with Parkinson's may also experience dizziness or balance issues, increasing the risk of falls, which can make performing in front of an audience even more challenging. Assistance is still an option. Dr. Lacan explains that physical therapy and speech therapy can greatly benefit patients. These treatments help improve mobility and speech clarity. Proper nutrition is crucial as well. A balanced diet with fiber, whole grains, proteins, and B-complex vitamins can promote good health. Mental well-being is also important in Parkinson's disease. Depression and psychosis are common among patients, making it important to monitor emotional and mental health closely. Dr. Lacan recommends that after a diagnosis, it is important to promptly and carefully take care of both the physical and mental health. Collaborating with a healthcare provider can help individuals develop a tailored care plan. Adhering to this plan could lead to a more engaged and vibrant lifestyle. Ozzy Osbourne is not the only one dealing with Parkinson's. Other famous people like Muhammad Ali, Johnny Cash, Neil Diamond, Alan Alda, Robin Williams, and Michael J. Fox have also shared their experiences with the condition. By speaking out, they have raised awareness about Parkinson's and shed light on the daily challenges faced by those living with it. Parkinson's disease is a progressive disorder of the nervous system that worsens gradually. It impacts the area of the brain responsible for regulating body movement. Dopamine is a key chemical in the brain that plays a role in movement, memory, and mood. In individuals with Parkinson's, the brain cells that produce dopamine start to degenerate, causing a decrease in movement signals and resulting in symptoms like tremors, rigidity, and slowness of movement. The condition also impacts another crucial chemical in the body called norepinephrine, which is responsible for regulating automatic functions like heart rate and blood pressure. When the nerve endings that produce norepinephrine are lost, patients may feel fatigued more frequently or notice changes in their blood pressure. While these symptoms may not directly relate to movement, they can still significantly impact a person's everyday activities. Physicians typically search for 4 primary indicators to identify Parkinson's disease. These include shaking, sluggish movement, stiffness in the limbs, and difficulty walking. The majority of individuals with Parkinson's are 60 years old or older when symptoms first appear. However, in some cases, it can start earlier. When symptoms manifest before the age of 50, it is known as Young Onset Parkinson's Disease, or YOPD. Approximately 10% of all Parkinson's cases fall into this classification. For instance, Michael J. Fox was just 29 when he was diagnosed with the illness. Research indicates that men have a higher probability of being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, around 1.5 times more likely than women. The reason for this disparity is still unknown. In the U.S., there is a higher rate of diagnosis in urban areas compared to rural areas. Additionally, individuals of European descent seem to be more susceptible to Parkinson's compared to those from other ethnic backgrounds. Although research has been conducted on Parkinson's disease, the exact cause is still not fully understood. Various theories have been proposed, such as damage from oxidative stress, exposure to toxins, specific genetic factors, and aging. A breakthrough in 2005 revealed that a specific gene mutation could account for around 5% of hereditary Parkinson's cases. However, the majority of individuals with Parkinson's do not have an identified genetic cause, and researchers continue to seek further understanding. Brain injuries are one potential cause. Those who have experienced traumatic brain injuries may have a higher likelihood of developing Parkinson's disease in the future. Exposure to dangerous substances is another possible factor. Individuals who work in agriculture or certain industries may be exposed to pesticides or other chemicals that could raise their risk of developing Parkinson's. Research is ongoing into these environmental factors, as they may have a significant impact on the progression of the disease. While there is currently no cure for Parkinson's disease, there are treatments available to help individuals manage their symptoms.